Wow. Well, all right. That's a interesting way to come into the show. How's it going, guys? Here for the live reactions. I'm a little late. I'm a little behind. Stuff's been going crazy today. Baby's being had by the family. It's all out. It's all good though. Matt Riddle just picked up the win. Spoilers, by the way, warning on the top because this is a live reaction. So if you're into this, I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Nxt Takeover War Games 2018. Okay. All right. So Matt Riddle just knocked out Cassius Ohno. That's certainly interesting. I don't know how to feel about that because I just walked into the room. And there's a cat already. Everyone knows about the cat, right? All right, so. The cat wants out of the room. I don't know how I'm going to open the door. The chair is kind of in the way. So, yeah, so this is a different location than I normally live stream from. I suppose I could have just live streamed from downstairs, but I wanted to be able to play the audio for everybody. But so I had everything set up in here, and then I realized it wasn't going to happen because I didn't have enough time. So. I really like this commentary team, I'm going to be honest. Here we go. Match 2. I'm a terrible fan. I missed all of match 1, basically. There's Kairi Sane, everybody. You know, some people don't have like real issue with Kairi Sane. I don't know why. I mean, I just kind of get it. It's one of those things in wrestling that I just like, I'm on board with because I'm like, this is so wrestling. Like if we go back to the Attitude Era, some of the gimmicks back then are just kind of, you know, you can use a gimmick well to amplify a character, or if you're using it in like a scene or something like that when you're writing a script. However, it just seems like the wrestling benefits from that more than anything. So. I just hit the live button. I just realized I was a little bit behind. Here's Shayna. Oh yeah, that's right. The horsewoman twist. That's yeah. And we were just talking about that on the podcast the other day. That's kind of the direction they look like they're going. Whenever this run is over for Baszler, that's probably what's going to happen. Or we could see another NXT invasion type thing where an NXT champion just shows up on the main roster and starts tearing stuff down. Loses their title on an NXT show, but then like also has like a match on the. I'd like to see that be a thing. Someone that's on the main roster and on NXT still because they have the title. I'd like to see them get a shot at something like not necessarily another title while they're still champion because that wouldn't make any sense. Divisional, you know, if it was actually divisions of boxing, you couldn't. I mean, you could probably, but if you had another fight the next day, no, you can't do fights like that. No. Like, you could have another fight set up, I bet, but probably in another weight class, but it couldn't be training for it. It would have to be some odd amount of time out. I don't know how long it takes an athlete to recover from a fight like that, but 2 out of 3. I really like all of the NXT divisions because they all are solid. Yamaguchi, Japan. Find out where in Japan that is. I'm just curious myself. So look it up. Looking at a map right now. Oh. It's in like Southern Japan. Okay. Cool. The more you know. I love the look of the new belts. I hate the reason why people have speculated they had to change the belts in the first place. But yeah, I do like the new designs. They've made me very happy. I'm gonna go and edit one thing about the title really quickly because I meant to put this in and I just did not. Oh no, wrong browser. Got a couple of different browsers open right now so I can do this live. Oh, please don't be doing this to me right now. There we go. Here we go. Boom. And save. All right, everybody. That should change for you probably, unless you have to refresh the page, which you might. But oh, it just looks sick. You know, the interesting thing is that doing the live reactions for this, I'm actually really excited because, you know, there's almost no chance, better knock on wood after saying this, that there's going to be some really bad matches on this show. I mean, you already have a pretty big win over Cassius Ohno for Matt Riddle, but I mean, like, I just want to see Matt Riddle with that belt, man. I want it so bad. He can hold that belt for a year. Now it seems early to me. Maybe I've just not been paying as much attention as I should be, but wow. I guess I've always said also that early falls to me are also interesting, but I mean, it just felt like sudden. I guess that was the point of what I was saying. I'm okay. I'm with this. Go with my ideas more. Oops, excuse me. More NXT, please. It was probably not my idea. I'm sure someone else came up with it before me. Oh my gosh. That would have been an interesting way to end the match. I would have been like, all right. So these shows you generally run like 2 hours, I think, maybe 3. I guess depending on how many matches. I mean, okay, let me just make a comment really quickly. And this is something that they do with the writing of the commentators a lot, which is that, interestingly enough, okay, so when somebody is in a 2 out of 3 falls match, having people at ringside really would not affect the match. It might even slide the match in the opponent's favor because a disqualification counts as a fall. So it's just like in an Iron Man match. If you have help out there, it doesn't really, all it does is hurt you, really, because if the ref sees anything that they're doing, you may even take a fall so that somebody can do something. I think that was actually something that was done in a Iron Man match recently or something like that on WWE. So nice. That seemed brutal. Just stomping on the face. Now, see, that's something that's classically been done in wrestling, but that's a different take on it because it's probably hurt a lot. Having a fall advantage in these kinds of matches, to me, is really only an advantage until they get a fall, because I'm just going to get complaining about the commentary the whole time. Nobody wants to hear me complain about the commentary. Like I could do any better, right? You're going to see me like look forward every time there's a cover or a submission because I'm trying to see what everyone's face is doing. That was a interesting reversal. See how she's like slid down, like, and right back in. I like this. This is good storytelling wrestling. Oh my gosh, this match is really good so far. Oh, these strikes. I know it's NXT, and I know there's a lot of strong style wrestling, and that's kind of the only style of wrestling that like MMA fighters would want to do. I would think. I mean, maybe they want to go for more athletic moves like Ronda, but I mean, not everyone's going to be that, you know. Not everyone's got the judo flips. Nice. That was a weak clothesline, in my opinion. I mean, it looked nice, but I mean, the way of the warrior. Bushido is fascinating. All ancient Japanese culture is fascinating to me. Anyone that can incorporate that into their stuff, that's really cool because that's like a, you know, wrestling is international for a reason. Oh, that was brutal. Oh my gosh. I agree with the crowd. That was crazy. Let me think about this. That just looked nasty. The fall did not look good. Ouch. That probably hurt. Thank you for making my point, Nigel. I appreciate you being on the same page as me. Whoa. Don't fall, please. That would be the worst way to get injured. I feel like as a high flying superstar would be like like going to jump and then falling. Like cuz then like you just have to think, can I get back up on the ropes, because you literally fell doing the one thing that you wanted to do. Elbow. So this is what I was pointing out about that commentary piece. That only matters. I'm sorry about the mechanical hum if you can hear it, but that fall only matters until the next fall comes. And 9 times out of 10 that I've seen in these matches, you're going to get 2 falls back to back. So there's a little bit of like back and forth because you have to have everyone looking strong throughout the match. People seem to think that booking the win is what makes people look strong. It really is the wrestling in the match. So, and they've got to sell both of these women to the audience because when they make it to the main roster, that's what they're going to do. Exactly, sell them to them so they can do some interesting stuff. I want this to turn into one of those matches in Japan where it's just brutal move after brutal move. And it just like, I'm thinking back to like the first Okada Omega match where it was just like back and forth for like, you know, the whole match. And it was just insane. Matches where the highlight reel is like 10 minutes long. And it's just the one match. The fighting spirit, they say. Power bomb. And near fall. Well, this is interesting because oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and make one more change at the title. I just realized something. Good thing it's still open. All right, that's done. Why do even just the small outside the ring brawls in NXT look more brutal than on the main roster? Okay, is this going to be another, like, is this going to be a women's stable? Because they are going to need women's tag teams if they decide to do a women's tag team division. Wow. Everybody everywhere is getting knocked down. This is going to result in a reversal. Yep. Because I could see by the way she was falling that wasn't going to land right where, like, the elbow lands in the same spot every time, which is a testament to Kairi Sane. Because when she doesn't, when it's reversed, is when it's off. So Baszler retains. I don't even remember what I predicted, guys. If you could tell me, if you watched that video, you could tell me what I predicted, because I don't remember for the life of me what I said about this match. I'm guessing retain. All right. Well, as a show so far, I've been very intrigued by what's happened, I'll say. This was actually a very, very long, interesting sequence. And this is another one of those moments where NXT proves it can do everything that the main roster does all the time better than the main roster can. And they do it all the time now, too. So, except that on the main roster, you wouldn't have someone come out and moonsault into a crowd to stop an attack. They just wouldn't have that. The only person that would even potentially do that on the women's roster is Charlotte, and Charlotte is not going to do that anytime soon because, as I said, the Four Horsemen versus Four Horsemen angle is going to require some kind of a move like that, but it may not even be a moonsault. It may just be like a natural selection or a figure eight or something like that. I don't know, but this is one of those things where I think they're testing out stuff for the main roster, and this is the kind of the angle they're going to go for. And then they're going to try and redo this again later after having done that angle, and everyone's going to be like, what? All right. Oh, we got an advertisement here. It's The Miz. Interesting. Even in the movie, Becky's a heel. That's fascinating. I'm just so not hot on Survivor Series. I don't know why. I'm still going to watch it tomorrow. I guess if you want me to do live reactions to that, put that in the comments of this YouTube video when it posts. And I'll check it before I go watch tomorrow, and I'll set up a live. Probably not, considering I didn't make it on time. Apologies. I'm probably going to put together a compilation video of this anyway. It's X-Pac. So we're going to get somebody that's going to be coming in. They're showing X-Pac, but I bet you they show somebody else too. We're going to see somebody else, or is it just the Pac? Oh, it's just Pac. We're going to see X-Pac. The man himself. Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano, man. This match is just bleeds. It's I can't even begin to describe what this match on paper just it's just ridiculous. This is a really good. I keep flipping my words. This is a really well put together package. That's interesting. So she was like, I want to see an angle where he gets involved with Sanity somehow. I mean, not necessarily as part of the team, but like he like because of this stuff happening on NXT, it actually bleeds onto the main roster when the two of them are both up there. And that could be who knows how long from now, because neither of them look like they're going after this show. But then again, you don't really know. Cross could already be joining. Who knows? Because you haven't seen so much of Sanity on SmackDown, so I believe they're on SmackDown. Yeah, they're on SmackDown. They would make sense on Raw. I said that a long time ago, I believe. I'm sorry if I'm not saying much. I'm watching this promo package right now because it's really interesting. Johnny Gargano deserves the name of Johnny Wrestling because he exemplifies everything that wrestling can and should be, in my opinion. I think the reason why so many martial artists are drawn to wrestling is because it is almost like a martial art or a wrestling, actual wrestling, like, grappling. But like, it's almost in a way not because, you're not actually trying to hurt each other, which is almost more impressive. Like, it's like, as much as it, being able to, be super defensive about, or sorry, being able to have a strong defense because of, you have martial arts training or a strong offense. That's really fascinating, and it's interesting to watch what humans will do to each other in a scenario like that. That's why, the UFC is so popular. But I mean, by the way, I'm not. That's not the only reason. That's what I'm throwing out there for this example. But wrestling to me, because they're like, are so many things that can go wrong. When things go correctly, it just makes it that much better for me. Mauro Ranallo is really good at his job, but he's a little overzealous sometimes. I love this music. Playing 2K18. I loved playing 2K18 as Black because when they added him in as a character, he was so good. I didn't lose a match with him. I think I had a universe mode where I had him as like Universal Champ for like a year or something like that. And he lost to a face-turning Seth Rollins. Tommy End versus Johnny Wrestling, folks. We're about to see probably, I'm calling it, and I could be wrong because the War Games match is probably going to be really good if it's anything like last year's. However, this could be match of the night right here. Just on paper. Not that the NXT Championship match won't also be huge, but I mean, like, come on. Let's be real. Actually, no. Okay, that match might be better than this match, but still, because there's a title on the line, and titles always add something for people. But I mean, like, you know what? It would be interesting if my correct call was the first call, though. I've already switched, though. I've already lost. What if this is now? What if I was wrong? What if I was right the first time now and I'm wrong now? Wow, that's like choosing to swap on when there's like a penny and a million left on Deal or No Deal and picking the penny. Or choosing not to swap even and ending up with the penny. That'd be, you know, it's either way, it's basically the same decision. I'm not. Look, I'm just going to point out that I don't think the entire Cleveland Browns team would be very effective at stopping in character Aleister Black. Just throwing that out there. I mean, they could stop him as a group, but like, I don't know. They're all football players, but he's like, I mean, I don't. Maybe I'm just being. 11 takeover matches. That's a lot of takeovers because there's only so many a year. Sometimes the crowd at NXT can ruin a match for me personally because I just don't like hearing them shout so much stuff. Because yeah, they're into it. I get it. This is what I would probably be doing if I were there. I don't know. Disrespect. Yeah, and that's about what you'd expect to happen. Oh wow! See, that I've always wondered if you could land that springboard. I've probably just not seen. I've probably seen it and just not realized it. A sort of planka move where you throw yourself over the ropes instead of bouncing. This is gonna be a crazy back and forth match. That was like a baseball slide. Oh, the disrespect. Oh, that was it. Okay, I liked that sequence because it went right into his move. I believe I did this match because I think my first angle in that universe was after the first year or so wrestling. Like I did like a year of NXT where I was just trying to figuring out who I wanted to use based on how they played in the game, making different feuds here and there. And this was a feud I did on the main roster after I put both, because at the time we were still in the middle of Ciampa Gargano. So I was like, that will be an interesting feud to see on the main roster. Let's say Ciampa just leaves, goes to the main roster, and then becomes like Universal Champion, I think is what I gave him, maybe WWE Champion, whichever championship. I gave him the heavyweight championship on that universe mode. I got some really good matches out of it, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait, now I can bring Gargano up. That was sweet. Oh, man, that kick. He got a little dazed by that one. Or maybe he just sold that really well. I don't know. Give in to the dark side. Power move. Oh no, he's not strong enough. Oh my gosh. That was an interesting submission choice. Everything that Johnny Wrestling does in the ring is so smooth. Gargano just has such a fluid movement to everything. I mean, it's got to be like what they say wrestling Roman's like, where it's just every time you're in the ring with him, it just makes it so much easier. Stomp on the hand. I want to see both of these guys on the main roster so badly. However, I don't think we're actually going to. I mean, I think whoever loses this match has a chance of showing up on the main roster, but I don't think it will be after Survivor Series. I think it will be with the next group that goes. It will all depend upon, because I was expecting to see somebody else in the crowd besides X-Pac that was going to be, and maybe I just missed it, but I was expecting to see that. I didn't, if you ever try to do a signature finisher type move again, it's not going to happen, Johnny. I'm sorry. Going to the skies. Big kick. Everything that Black does is just so brutal. Every tope move just makes me worry every time because it just seems so dangerous, but it's also so awesome to see. These kicks are so brutal. I bet this is not fun for Gargano. I mean, I bet the whole match is fun, but like this part where he gets kicked a lot, probably not. But like I said, everything's just so crisp and clean, so like it makes the whole match flow better because everybody's moves look sick. That's why I think the pairing of these two is so good because they're both so fluid in the ring, like I was saying. It doesn't seem like a wrestling match; it just seems like a fight. Well, not like a fight, but like they're actually like doing martial arts. Like I was saying, it was kind of martial arts is very similar to that in the way that you have to train and that you have to perfect everything. Otherwise, you're gonna really hurt yourself or someone else, not intending to. Because I assume in martial arts, you're not always trying to hurt each other. Like there are probably times when you're not. Um, and so, you know, same in wrestling, except it's just all the time, unless you do strong style. I'd like to see a Pete Dunne Aleister Black match. It probably can't happen, but I'd like to see it. That's crazy agility right there. Oh, another DDT. One, two. That's two. See, these sequences are all really, really smooth because they flow really nicely from one bit to another. The camera guys are doing a really great job also of making everything work nicely. That angle of that just looked insane. I actually met when I was on a shoot at a concert that I participated in over the summer. I was in talking to a guy, I think it was doing sound on it, and he was he did camera work like that for the WWE, so that was pretty cool. He's like, yeah, one of the things you have to do is just make sure you don't get seen by the other cameras and you don't see any other cameras. So that's got to be difficult with a viewfinder, unless you use the personal one. But I mean, stick your eye down there. Talk ish, get hit. That's what they say, right? The sequences and back and forth, and that's what I was about to say, Morrow. Inverted Frankensteiner. Oh, it's called a Spike Rana. Okay. Oh my gosh. The running knee. I'm gonna go ahead and take the glasses off. I think that gag's run its course. I wore sunglasses inside for like the first bit of this show. I can't really see what's going on in HD. Let me go back to here. We'll see if anyone's tuning in along with me. So these kicks are insane. I have a question. Okay, so these rings are right next to each other, right? But that's the legal ring. So that was a good German suplex. But I mean, like, if you went and I went and hid in the other ring, I technically haven't. I mean, I've exited the ring, so you could count me. See, what I would like to see, and I think this might have happened last year, is someone use that in their match. So, like, you would like purposefully roll to that ring, and then springboard like twice or something like that, if that's even possible. That might be too athletically demanding for some of these people, but I mean, like, I don't know. It'd just be cool if someone did a double springboard or just a springboard into the ring. What did I tell you earlier, guys? Alistair, did you not hear what I said? You did. You took advantage of it earlier. You can't do the same move twice unless you're really lucky. Or it's non-finisher move. Gargano escape locked in. This could be it. It probably won't be it, but it could be it. Transitions into a cover. 1, 2, kick out. Oh, nice sweep attempt. He gets kicked in the side of the head. Would not kick that man anywhere. I would not want to suffer the consequences. Unless I was in a wrestling match, I suppose. Oh, that looked not great, but I mean, that was probably the point. Smiling Snick. Salivating, smiling Snick. Eyeing the prey. Poke the bear and you shall get clawed. That's not a statement or a phrase. Oh, super kick. Oh, one, two. That is a kick out from a knee exposed, like a braceless knee. This is interesting. This match is very much like a chess match because he's talking to him now. Even winning a number one contenders match doesn't guarantee you like a win though. Like, sorry, a win, a title match. We've seen people that had been deserving of title matches not get it for a long time, like Finn, who recently got his match. And he's, oh my gosh, that looked brutal. Oh my goodness. Let's watch this again in slow mo. Well, it's not slow mo, but we'll watch it again. The biggest mystery of the summer. It was kind of the biggest mystery of the summer. I mean, a little bit. Certainly in NXT, maybe in WWE. No, definitely in WWE. Where I don't think there were any mysteries on the main roster during that time. Oh, the reversal into the Gargano escape. Johnny Takeover. Reverse to a pin. Spinning knee. Black Mass. And that's it. What an insane match. I'm sorry if I kind of was watching the match at the end. It was really, really good. There was just so much going on. I couldn't really comment on all of it anyway. But like this match really, like, I think may end up being match of the night because I wasn't sure about that at first. But like, if you go back earlier in the video when this posts, you'll see that I wasn't really sure at the beginning of the match, but I didn't really know throughout either, which is good. It's good storytelling. There was a lot of really smooth transitional wrestling. The mat wrestling that both of them have as part of the base of their training in wrestling, obviously, is really well defined. And it really helped show how this match could suddenly switch on a dime. Like, I didn't think there was any lulls in this match. Yeah, that was probably the spot of the match right there. The tope into the into the knee strike, which just looks like there's no way you can take that without actually getting hit by that. That doesn't seem possible. Although who knows? Yeah, that was interesting. So I will absolve you of your sins by kicking you in the face a second time. That's interesting. Snuffs out the pilot light. How interesting. Wow. The show has been bonkers so far, which I expected. This is always great on NXT. Another commercial, this time for 2K18, 19, whatever the game is. That Ripple H intro. Whoever edited this trailer is a really good editor. I could totally win that $1 million challenge. She's probably not faster than everybody else. Do an ad like this American Red Cross ad that plays on my station, the radio station that I man here and there. It's a good cause. I think Mara's from Canada, so that means the two foreigners both live in California. I guess that's interesting. Mara's probably American. Watch, I'm gonna Google this now and me look like an idiot. All right. Morrow the Renalo. He's the second Morrow that comes up. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he's Canadian. Okay, I thought so. All right. That stuff's crazy. Baby. Tommaso might have had one of the most meteoric rises as a heel in the company. I would like that title if I had it too. Then again, Velveteen may have had one of the most meteoric rises as well. So these promo packages tonight are always really good, but I mean, like, I don't know why. I really like the editors of the WWE because they really take time to account for the rules of editing. Yeah, that last match was just insane. If anyone did not catch it, you should definitely go back and watch it if you can still rewind on the network. Actually, go back and watch the first 3 matches. There's been this thing popped up on my thing for a while. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I don't know why it's there. I'm really excited to see where this goes. I'm not gonna lie, because as I was saying, last night's match could be match of the or last night's match, the last match on the card. I can't speak today. The last match on the card might have been the match of the night, but this very well could take that spot as well as the main event. So it really doesn't matter to me at this point which match goes where and which match does what. But it's going to be interesting either way. The Dream. The Dream's gone Hollywood, brother. I'm sorry if I missed stuff in the chat. Someone asking if I do any drugs. The answer to that question is no. I've been told I probably should. I disagree. Well, no, actually, these count as drugs, right? I have video proof of me doing that. So there's Peter and Admiral Ordell. I'm going. I can't read. Sorry, I'm actually incapable of reading. Yeah, sorry about that. My inability to read. Does Tommaso Ciampa forget anything? I'm probably completely butchering that name every time I say it. Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa? Ciampa. Ciampa. Also, I should offer an explanation. I'm doing the whole "don't shave your crappy beard for" thing. That's why this looks like terrible. I'm probably gonna not stick to that ultimately. It's weird because I'm looking at myself right now. The NXT champion himself, Tommaso Ciampa. Probably just split everyone's eardrums. Lives on his own island. But you know what they say about living on your own island? You never have to pay any taxes. Sorry about those noises. I'm going to go ahead and I wish I could just have the chat open. I cannot. Well, that sucks. All right, I'm gonna do what that guy asked me to do. He's obviously asking me to do drugs. I mean, so I might as well just do this nicotine. You peer pressured me into it. I have to now. I'm just trying to really analyze the show, guys. Just so you're aware. If I'm just sitting there kind of like dazed, zoned out, it's because I'm really trying to pay attention to what's going on, so I don't say something stupid like "What just happened?" I will say though, going into this match, my belief still has not changed that this is ultimately like it's gonna what's going to determine whether this is the better match or not will not be the title factor, I don't think, because these two matches could stand on their own without the title. And that's why the last match did, and this match could, but it doesn't have to. I mean, champ is champion, so it makes sense. I'm just going to go ahead and put this over here so it's not like, so I'm looking down. I'll see what that looks like here in a second. You want that? We all want that. I want that title. I'll never get that title, but I still want that title. That is so crazy. I didn't even think about that. Two legendary NXT champions are about to go against each other in the probably the mid match or maybe the first match of Survivor Series. It's like a home game for the Velveteen Dream. Cerebral warfare. Why does that seem like the Avengers movie that would feature Triple H as a character? Triple H as a Marvel villain would be hilarious, but I don't think it would work. Nice little tap on the back of the head there. This match needs to kick off already. I like all the smack talk, but I mean, we're going back to glasses mode because we're that kind of person. I'm that dude. Sunglasses indoors. I don't know why that's cracking me up. That shot of myself doing that. It's weird because it's on a little bit of a delay because I'm obviously not streaming straight out immediately live unless you're watching right now. Oh, he's got the championship. I like the sort of like stalemate. And that's the movie that these two have with their adversaries in the movie. Scoop body slam. Oh, he fell a little early there. He kept picking that thing back up. Now he's got it back on. Headband has got it. It gives you a plus 100 power. See, these kinds of things happen in all NXT matches where I'm the heel. I'm going to go out to the outside. Oh, geez. That was a nasty landing. Both of these superstars have a really unique style. I like all of the matches on this show because they just have such an aesthetic of mixing styles that you don't think necessarily are going to go well. He actually took that landing well. I didn't see him grab the rope, but it's almost like there's the clash of like the super aggressive Tommaso Ciampa style with a little bit of strong mixed in there from with that's Velveteen style as well, but it's not necessarily his whole definition. I mean, he's also got the technical wrestling side of things. So it's like it's the clash of those two styles. That's why all of the Gargano and Ciampa matches worked so well, because Ciampa would just be a brutal heel, and then Johnny would just do everything in his arsenal, and Ciampa would have to pull out some stuff in his arsenal, so it just became a really good match. Same thing's going to happen here, I have a feeling. It already is. Dream is definitely knocked out. I'm guessing that was planned, but I don't know. Yeah, actually, that looked pretty brutal right there. I'm thinking that was just a really good sell from Dream, but that could have been either way. And I like that the lines are getting more and more blurred these days because of how many times you've seen injuries recently. A lot of times you'd see house show injuries. They wouldn't be continuing like this, I don't think. If he'd actually been knocked out, but you never know. That's insane. That was brutal. I've never reacted like that to a kick, knee, whatever, unless it was like the last time I did was obviously when was it Brie? Yeah, Brie Bella was doing the yes kicks, and that just did not end well. These knee strikes are gonna add up eventually. I think he was already blasted into next week once there, Morrow. I think I can say safely. So this may be on track to have taken my. I'm going to give you guys a night of the show, a match of the night at the end of the show. But so far, for me, it is definitely the Black Gargano match. That was just everything it could have been, and then some. And this match is delivering a lot, though, so it could very well shift by the end of this match. And then, like I've been saying the whole time, the main event could also sway my opinion. So. Turn the dream into a nightmare. I like the poeticness there. This is quite a dominating performance. Backslide from the dream. And it does not go for anything, but nice right hand. Oof. Another right hand. Swinging neck breaker. Oh. That was one of the ones where it's on the shoulder. Yeah, yep. That was like, I don't know what the variant of a neck breaker you would call that, but that's almost like a reverse stunner, but that's a weird name for a move, so. Nice kip up. This is a good, all the storytelling in the matches tonight have been really good. Oh, man. Tries to go for the O'Connor roll. Strike, strike, strike. The big boot. Leg drop. Another leg drop. The Hulkster's back, brother. That's hilarious. He does have the Hollywood Hogan aesthetic on for sure. Spine buster. Yeah, that's going to be a kick out, and that's obvious. Make no mistake. So I definitely remember predicting Dream in this match. I really do hope the Velveteen does win because I would lose my mind. Pescado. That's what that's called. I was trying to figure out the name of that earlier. Called it a planca. What am I talking about? destroying this guy's knee. It's pretty crazy. The champion is sorry about the bumping of the mic there. The champion is compromised. He's about to do some crazy submission stuff with the chain in. Oh, the chain, the ring post. What am I talking about? Break the hold. Break the hold. Yeah, but if it's an illegal submission, a tap wouldn't count, would it? 1, 2. This is where I start to question things a lot more because the rules just don't seem to matter anymore. So many rolling pins, I can't even call them all into a figure 4. He really is pulling on all the greatest hits. Yeah, you got to reverse the pressure. And he reverses the pressure. That kick was nice. Sometimes the barricade's a little too far to do that spot, and it seems like you're running into it at that point in your own volition. You're not Randy Orton, Tommaso. Wow. Wow. I've never seen a suplex over the ropes like that before. He might have just done something to his foot there. Maybe the knee. Count of 6. Wow. He could just roll in and out of the ring, though, and that would reset the count. I guess that would add less dramatic effect. The ref nearly got taken out. 1, 2. The ref has never seen the tights anytime I've ever seen wrestling. One, two, no. Man, anytime I want something in wrestling, it's not going to happen. Ever since I got that one card perfect, if you go back to the old Brawl Deal podcast, if there's still any of them up there, there was one where I called all the predictions for WWE TLC 2016, 2017, probably something like that. I don't remember. There's the one where Styles won the title, I believe. So I wonder if loosening your boot like that is actually a way to relieve some pressure. If that's why McGinnis said that. This match, okay, I'm saying it now. This match is match of the night already. The only thing that could change that is the last match. Roll up. 1, 2. One, two. Not quite. So he just did a gigantic DDT, twisting DDT move. This is just. Oh, he lost his boot. 1, 2. No. I agree, Morrow. Holy bleep. I don't know what bleep he was going for, but I'm sure it would get me in trouble with the FCC. Not on here, of course, because of the internet, but that'd be the FTC, I believe. So there's going to be a really dangerous spot. That has to be awkward wrestling in one boot. Probably good that he didn't do that move. We all know how the moves like DDTs, but you're locked like that, how those can tend to go wrong. The Mamma Mia chance. I wouldn't say that with the guy right next to you, Morrow. He might just attack you. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Oh, no. This could be it. 1, 2. No. This was the one blatantly, I don't know for sure, but it probably will not happen call that I made. Oh my goodness. That could break your arm, I feel like. This should count as using a weapon. This is not a part of this match. One, two, three. Ciampa victorious. All right, then. I guess I don't understand why they made such a big deal out of this match then. I mean, it's for the title, but this should have been the moment. This would have been a great moment to crown the champion, but I guess I'm not a booker of wrestling, so what do I know? The cat's rejoined me. Hello, cat. See, I don't know if I can call her the squad cat anymore. She's definitely one of the squad cats, if not just the cat of this video frame. Oh, this chair's making noises. Yeah, I was just saying that earlier in the show. I think that's something that should definitely be done is someone use the advantage of the rings. It just seems correct. They're there. There's heels. I mean, why wouldn't they? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open the door for the cat, which means I'm going to require me to do some stuff. Go ahead. All right. I hope the sound isn't that bad in here because there's a lot of like fabric-y stuff in here, but it's still probably pretty echoey. Let me just take a listen really quickly to my stuff. Turn up the volume a little bit. All right. Yeah, no, it's pretty echoey, but it'll just have to be okay. I don't have any sound dampening equipment around. I really need to treat the walls of a studio. I mean, I need myself my own studio where I get the walls treated and proofed, and then I don't have to worry about it. And I get this mic put on a boom or something. What a war. Greatest sports entertainer of all time might be true. Who knows? That's a subjective title, I feel like. The title he's got around his waist is not subjective, though. That's a physical title. Up, Up, Down, Down is such a great addition to have along with all the WWE stuff. I love Tyler 1. The League of Legends Championship is what I'm calling that. League of Legends is such an interesting game. I'm actually really interested in the results of this if they show it. Team NXT wins. Well, that's just cool. I'll have to go back and watch that. I did see the video pop up on my feed earlier today. I did not watch it, though. Probably should have. I like the song. It's very interesting. It's pretty cool. They had her in the show. Yeah, this match is going to be pretty crazy. I wish I had the ability to go on Facebook right after this because I'd watch that. I'd do live reaction date as well. Didn't. I'm kidding. Just as this. This is going to be an insane match. This is going to be an insane match. I'll actually be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I have returned. I figured this would be a time to walk out. Oh, actually, you know what? One more thing really quickly. Apologies, I did not intend for this to become a thing. Back finally. This I will not be leaving again. That was really quickly. I had to do that. Uh, gentlemen. This is such a cool stipulation to me because it just forces you to be in the match. Apologies if I'm making all kinds of noise for you right now. This is such a cool stable. Adam Cole starts it off. Well, all right, we'll see what happens. We may go back into classes mode. That is an interesting thing. You would probably want to leave people later, but I think that's true about any match where you can choose entry, which I don't think there's any. So such a cool team, the War Raiders. They just have like this aesthetic that I just like haven't seen on anybody that really worked in a long time. It could have worked with the Ascension, but did not. How long has he been champion, man? $547. That's pretty long. It's a little ridiculous, actually. Well, all right then. We're getting these two starting off. Ricochet is so cool. All the gladiators are ready for war. Making a message really quickly. All right. A masterpiece of mayhem. I forget that when we watch these matches that even though they're open to fight each other, like they can't, it doesn't count. I kind of like the idea of Cole killing time until his teammate can get in. Because it is stipulated that it will be a member of his team first. All right, this is already a really explosive match. I don't even know how to talk about this match because it's just going to be high spot after high spot. Oh, that was well timed. I really want this to become a main roster thing again, but it probably won't, and that's probably a good thing. But I mean, I would love to see one of these matches with like Rollins, Styles, Bryan, Nakamura, and I don't know, pick your last. I mean, like, just the idea is fascinating of putting all of those people in there. Maybe some people from here as well. Pretty sure I just heard one of the refs saying 2 minutes, or someone saying 2 minutes. So you have 20 minutes just of people entering the ring, which is crazy. No, you have like a half an hour of it. Wait, let's think about this. 3 times 5 times 2. Well, it's 3 times 9, basically. Wow. Lots of time. See, like, I just want to see this match get kicked off. That was sweet. That's yeah. I mentioned something about someone springboarding from one ring to the other, and that's a great spot right there. 12 seconds. There's the timer. All right, Kyle O'Reilly in. The smart move, if you're the other team and not the Undisputed Era, is definitely putting someone like Ricochet in there, because then you have a chance of someone being able to take a lot of punishment because he did the same thing in his match with Cole. This sequence is crazy because Ricochet would have to do a lot of practice to get all those right. Wow. Ouch, that hurt. Just moved my back and it hurt. More chemistry than a science fair. Where does Morrow get this stuff? This is what I was expecting from this first 3-minute period. It's just going to be a dominating performance. Almost 30 minutes of this, though, where none of it counts. And here's the next member. This is going to be fascinating to see how this goes. That body splash just seems like it would not be fun to take. I like the explosiveness of the War Raiders offense. Hanson is insane. The yells are just amazing. Just running back and forth, just ah. Tour de force. That was awesome. That was impressive. So now they've split the both of them up so they can take them on individually. This opening segment's gonna be pretty quiet for me because I'm just trying to analyze who's getting the most injured, who's getting the most, and we're getting our next member. Roderick Strong. So this is fascinating because you get this whole, I think I did the math, it's like almost 20-minute period, almost 25-minute period or something like that, where it's just wrestling, pure wrestling, and it's got no like goal in mind. It's just to damage each other. Roderick Strong cleaning house is a good thing. That axe kick is nice. Look at an angle slam. They're just dominating right now, and I enjoy this. It's brutality. Pure brutality. Another member already. Even numbers coming up. I'm guessing this one will be done. All right, this guy, if he does suplexes like I think he does, this is gonna be good. Oh no, he's a technical guy. I like this guy already. Each individual person that comes in and clears the ring gets their opportunity to like do their huge move set. They all have a huge move set, so they can just keep doing this for like 20 minutes. Wow, a combination power slam, power bomb, power slam, power bomb. That's insane. What an insane move. The War Raiders are officially my favorite tag team in NXT. 5 of the top 10 trends on the planet have to do with NXT Takeover. That's crazy. This event may single-handedly go on to be the WrestleMania of NXT. I mean, I know NXT Takeover Brooklyn, that's like what that is, but like this should be that pay-per-view. I guess this is the Elimination Chamber, but it's not positioned correctly. Wow. This is just devastation. But here soon we're gonna have another member, so we'll see where this goes. Ricochet, I have not seen it in quite a while, so he's probably done for quite a considerable amount of time in this match. Oh, there he is. Never mind. I probably just saw him and I just didn't realize it. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bobby Fish enters. They have this is like okay, I love this. So he just locked him in the cage, and now I've got Undisputed Era marked chairs. I've brought them into the cage. I like the idea of the refs having bolt cutters somehow in the next 3 minutes. Oh yeah, he threw away the key. Also, that's the important factor. That's why they can't get Pete Dunne out when he's supposed to come out. If this launches into an arc where Pete Dunne is just outnumbered, everyone else has been destroyed by these chairs, and he has to come in and win, that would be amazing. That chair just collapsed underneath that guy's back. Bobby Fish might be hurt. Well, the two biggest threats just got taken out in this match. I mean, got massive hat hair going on right now. All right, 10 seconds. They're going to have to figure something out. I would be apoplectic too. I want there to be somebody in the crowd that's not in NXT right now or has been injured that comes back and gives them the key. These suplex spots are crazy. Adam Cole, baby. Bolt cutters, I called it. This is going to be a crazy match, and it's just now starting. If he pulled him out right there, they would forfeit the match. Oh no, that's right. It still hasn't officially begun, so they would not lose. Two trash cans, a kendo stick, four steel chairs that are labeled with the Undisputed Era on them, which means you can only let them use them, and some table. Two tables, two trash cans, a kendo stick, and four Undisputed Era labeled steel chairs. This match officially begins now. So there will be a winner now at some point. Number one trend worldwide is WWE's hashtag Nxt Takeover. This match is just so brutal. I can't even talk about it. It's literally, I wish I could show you. I could show you for like 2 seconds, but I probably would get taken down. I mean, like, okay. I just want to point out to you all how redonkulous this is right now. So many things are happening in this match. I'm missing stuff. That's how this is going. Some of Mario's quotes, man, I don't know where they come from. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to make sure that this match is insane. I've never seen a chair hit a rope like that before. I probably have. I just don't know, but it just seems like that would happen. Yeah. A running, essentially, like, I don't even know what that move would be called. I love the combined offense of the War Raiders being very brutal to even themselves. Oh my goodness, a springboard. First cover of the match. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I was expecting from this match. It's a very insane match. I mean, overall. Oh. Send one more text really quickly. They want the tables. He done just takes out everybody. Oh, off the steel into the German suplex. Oh my goodness. I've seen that kind of Rinskiri spot before as well, though. Into the knee bar. Wow. Oh my goodness. I feel like that was more to O'Reilly. A chair submission. Now that's interesting. Ricochet jumps over the blockade that was established. Wow. Back body drop over both ring areas. This match is pretty nuts. This is going to end in a table spot, probably. Oh my goodness. Table being introduced to ring on the right, the one where most of the matches took place. I don't know why they couldn't just have a cameraman in that other ring. I guess in wide shots you'd see him, but I mean, you see the cameraman inside this cage. One, two. Okay, War Raiders are not going to pick up the win right there. Kendo stick. Spear through the table. The crunch of that table just sounds violent. This is going to end really badly. Or you don't have to correct him on that. I mean, I'm a stickler for the rules, but you kicked him in the butt. Roderick Strong just hit it. It's such a violent knee. Oh man, this is going to end badly. Oh my goodness. Hanson just springboarded from one ring through another through a table. Wow. That's just insane. This main event, it's funny because as these matches have gone on, I've kind of switched which match I thought was the best. This match might not be the best overall match, but it is so good. Every time I watch an NXT show, I just see so much good stuff. I can't even pick what my favorite match was 9 times out of 10 because there's just so many. Now they're going back and forth on top of the steel. Roderick Strong unevens the odds. You're a liar, Nigel. My goodness, that gigantic high spot was insane. Gotta tip my hat to that one. I hope you guys are watching with me because this is insane. Ricochet is now going to hit some insane move. Wow. Ricochet might have just taken a really nasty fall. The action is insane here. Baba effin' Mia. So he did like a somersault, basically. Mamma Mia. Everyone gets back to their feet. Trench warfare. I love it. Alleyway of brutality. Wow, this is just crazy. High-low combination. Hanson is so athletic, it's insane. Double springboard from Ricochet. Oh no, it's reversed. Last shot. 1, 2. Pete Dunne. 1, 2, 3. Undisputed Era lose the match. Wow. What a match. What a show. Wow. Whoa, that was so insane. And like the first 15 minutes of it, which were all just waiting for people to get in the match, was just insane. I mean, I don't even know how to react to what I just saw. Wonder if we're going to get. I'll go through all the spots of this show, all of the ones that were pretty crazy in the highlight reel they show at the end of these matches. But I mean, wow. What a win. What a win. That this show was so insane, and like it sucks because Survivor Series had a chance to be okay. I mean, it's not going to be great, especially with last minute changes that no one had time to invest in, obviously. But like this show is just going to make it so hard for Survivor Series to do that. So there was the in tandem suplexes off the avalanche suplexes spot. Pop up power slam spot, pretty crazy. The giant spot where they had everybody like hanging off the side of the cage and then everyone got there. There's a spear through a table that was put between two rings. There was Hanson hitting a springboard over the top to go through a table, which I believe had Kyle O'Reilly on it. I mean, Ricochet hits a moonsault off of the top of the cage into the rest of the competitors. And the build up to Pete Dunne being locked into the cage, to being escaping because the refs finally came out with bolt cutters, which I totally called. And yeah, just like the absurdity. What a match. What a match. The sequence at the end was phenomenal as well. And now Ricochet and Pete Dunne stand tall on top of the cage with their titles. What a way to start off Survivor Series weekend. Wow. All right, let's turn this off. There's not more that they're gonna offer. I'm just gonna make sure it fades out. All right, show faded out. WWE Chronicles fading up. All right, wow, what a show. What a show. I don't even know how to react to all that. So in that show, you had a huge win for Matt Riddle. You had a big win for Shayna Baszler. You had a big win for Aleister Black, and you had him showing that even with a guy like Gargano, he's just unstoppable. You also had a huge win for I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name. Velveteen Dream lost to oh, sorry, Tommaso. I could not think of that for a second. Sorry for the dead air there. I could not think of Tommaso Ciampa's name for a second. And then you had that huge main event match, which culminated in a gigantic high spot after high spot scenario, and then it ended in two giant spots from Ricochet and Pete Dunne. It was just a really good show, in my opinion. So I think that's going to do it for this show, though. I don't know how. I don't want to do full reactions to this quite yet. I will talk more about this on the VE Squadcast this week if you would like to see my more in-depth reactions. But right now I'm still processing everything, so it's pretty crazy. But yeah, this has been Masoki Entertainment's live reactions to NXT Takeover War Games 2018. I've been Garrett, and make sure you comment, subscribe, hit the little bell so you know when we go live, and we'll see you all next time.